It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Oh.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Last outing for Los Angeles, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Magic in Orlando. That game was a shootout. Defense will be the key tonight for them to bounce back with a win. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability...
It's an interesting way to put it. He's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a one-game homestand for Denver as the Nuggets will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
You know, that's what makes these games great. I mean, no love lost between these two squads. It's great competition with a little animus sprinkled in there.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And at this point of the season, Clark, we can see which teams have the better depth, the better bench. If you would, talk about the importance of having a strong bench over the long haul.
For contending teams, I think it's a difference maker because it allows you to work through the length of the season in a more measured way, which gives your key players rest. You spread out the minutes over more players, so that tends to lend itself to freshness as you get ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can overstate the value of a quality bench when you're a team that's expected to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with Ball, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Here's Hart. Tips it. James on the follow. James has got the first points up on the board here for Los Angeles.
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style all day long. Plenty of seconds right there.
LeBron against Barton. 5 to shoot over James. Good D by James. We're about 1 minute into the first. From 8. That one a little long. Barton outside. Fires the 3. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And good that time.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now here's Murray. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Oklahoma City.
And, you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
Here's LeBron following the score by Jamal Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Gary Harris. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with them.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, excellent work on the boards that night. Always in attack mode, and that allowed him to get plenty of rebounds.
Here's Hart following the basket by Jokic. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Barton.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And it's great to see how Malone's been able to develop these young players.
Yeah, it sure is, because I think the players have a lot of respect for him. They play hard for him, certainly, and they see he's willing to make adjustments. I think he does a nice job adapting his style to his personnel.
So he gets them both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Good concentration by Murray to score it inside.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 6.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
James finds McGee. Got a piece of it. Back to LeBron. Pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Barton. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Jokic kicks to Barton. Here's Murray. That shot missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Millsap with the steal. Murray against Ball. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Stolen by McGee. From 20 feet out. LeBron with the bucket. He's got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harris outside. There's the 3. And again, Denver no good. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's James. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Murray kicks to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
The Lakers on D. 6-point lead.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Barton. Following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. It's over McGee. McGee with the block. And it's ball in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Harris looking it over. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Ball against Murray. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Lakers on the break. Ball's running. Hart, that's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Nuggets. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ingram's checked in. And that one's good. Barton.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
And, you know, these second-round picks that sometimes emerge as outstanding players, Will Barton, a case in point. As a matter of fact, he can give you the handbook for being an outstanding second-round pick because he's really pretty good at just about everything you need to do on the basketball court.
And talking about Barton, you look at the body type, the game that he plays, Clark, well built for the modern era of pro basketball.
Yeah, especially since he's added some strength, Kevin. He can guard 1 through 3. You can't push him around as much as you once could. And, of course, this guy does not lack for confidence.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Barton. And it's Beasley in for Harris. And the Denver Nuggets probably would have made the playoffs last year if their defense, Clark, had performed as well as their offense.
Well, simply put, dead last in opponent's field goal percentage. Very few teams with that stat ever make the playoffs. Some of it's perhaps scheme, but most of the time it's about attitude and effort and personnel. That's not going to get it done in the robust and tough West. Hey, I tell you what, the contest on that shot was lacking. Very subpar, which is why the shooter buried it.
Rondo finds James. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. James has got 16 points.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Murray kicks it out to Beasley. Another shot, and that one is good. Beasley's got his second basket.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And it's James missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now Hernan Gomez. No points in the game yet for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Now here's Ingram. Last game he had 10 points. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
Beasley against Lyles. There's the dish to Beasley. Murray against Rondo. To the inside, and he jams it with authority.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. Back to Rondo. And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Ingram's got 5 now.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Beasley. No points in the game yet for him. Ingram. Plumlee with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Murray, good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Rondo with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Ingram against Lyles. High arcing shot, and that one's good. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
That one drops for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lakers leading by 5. Rondo kicks to Beasley. Got a piece of it. It's Ingram on the wing. Outside Rondo. The tray. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. launches it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Lakers. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray outside. Now the pass to Lyles from about 19 feet. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution for Nuggets. Paul Millsap.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
They've got Jamal Murray, Paul Millsap out there with Plumlee, and it's Craig in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Ingram against Millsap. And that one's good. Ingram's got 9.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
Beasley kicks to Murray. From 13, and it's Ingram with the rebound. Lakers leading by 4. Right at the free throw line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Now here's Plumlee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Murray, no good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Beasley, the pass to Zubac. Beasley kicks to Rondo. Pass to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Beasley. Again, Los Angeles. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Ingram. Rondo against Murray. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. Stolen by McGee. Here's Beasley, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing rising up to block shots.
Murray left side. Beasley kicks to Craig. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Lakers leading by 8. Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. Denver grabs the miss.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Now here's Beasley, following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Here's Murray. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Murray's got 12.
One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
Here's Stevenson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Murray, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Jamal Murray is what we call a professional scorer, a hired gun. This guy can torch you because of that shot.
And it's sent back by Jokic. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Craig, guarded by Kuzma. Murray against Rondo. Murray, no good.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause the miss.
Now here's Stevenson. Here's Beasley. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Murray against Rondo. Murray left side. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
A different look for Denver. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Millsap. Will Barton comes in for Murray. And it's Gary Harris in for Malik Beasley. And then for Los Angeles, James checked in for Beasley. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a 2-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That'll put Will Barton on the line. That's on LeBron James. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense. And, you know, last year the Denver Nuggets were dominant from behind the arc. I mean, 6th in the league in three-pointers made, 7th in three-point percentage.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Loop shots.
That free throw good from Barton. And Clark, for the Nuggets last season, they in general shot pretty well from the field.
Well, you take a look at the rotations they rolled out, Kevin. Always had an outstanding shooter or two on the floor and generally employed good shot selection, so that adds up to nice numbers.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Isles checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Here's Hart. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And, you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez after LeBron James's miss. On the wing, Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
One shot.
The free throw off from Harris. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Lakers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
James right side. Out to the wing. Ball with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James. 6 points for Lonzo Ball.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Here's Barton. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jokic, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And James gets it to go.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's got 5. Here's Harris. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, you like the intelligence he plays with. I mean, you got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Guarded closely. Harris against Caldwell-Pope. Here's Lyles. No good on that one. Good D by LeBron. The Lakers trail. To the inside. And there's Caldwell-Pope. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Caldwell-Pope's got his first 2 points. And it's Harris with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Jokic finds Barton. Kept alive. And that one's good, Jokic. Jokic has got 6.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Wiles against Caldwell Pope. Here's the floater, and the layup is up and in. Caldwell Pope's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Wiles passes to Harris. McGee with the block. They retain possession. Barton, no luck.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Caldwell Pope with it, out guarded by Barton. Caldwell Pope against Barton. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
Barton surveying the floor. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Harris inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Harris outside. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Count it. Good.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Here's Ball. He's got 8. Pass to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers ahead, up 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. All out there with Hart, and it's James in at the 3. Barton, no luck.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Hart. Barton defending. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Dishes it to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Now here's Murray. He dishes it to Harris. And there's the pass to Millsap. Harris outside. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Here's Harris after the basket by Los Angeles. And again, Denver no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And they pick up 2. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. Here's Jokic. McGee with the block.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Offensive rebound. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. James outside. LeBron is doubled. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got 6.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Denver calls timeout. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Nuggets, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Lakers, you know, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
And what'll be interesting to me is to see if they can keep it up. I mean, but you're right. It's very early in the season.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray surveying the D. Millsap in the corner. Can they get it? Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, as a mid-range shooter, Millsap's one of the better power forwards in the league. I mean, he's got a really nice touch from that area.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. Good work there as it goes.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Millsap with the steal. Murray kicks to Jokic. The dish to Barton. Back to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Millsap slams it in.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Here's Hart, guarded by Harris. Pass the ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots over Barton. And it's Ingram missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The feed now to Barton. Outside for Murray. Passes it to Harris. Now Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Murray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Toronto Raptors.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Ingram passes to Kuzma. He kicks it to Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
That's good from Ball.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Torrey Craig comes in for Will Barton. And it's Beasley in for Gary Harris. And then for Los Angeles, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Zubac. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Hart. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
And Rondo, no good on that one. And the Denver Nuggets, you look at their improvement last year, Clark, especially on their home court.
Yeah, you know, they owned the NBA's fourth best home record last season, Kevin. Went 31-10, and, you know, some of it obviously is the altitude, but also when you've got younger players, they play better at home because they're not quite emotionally mature enough to be consistent on the road yet.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. To the paint. Murray kicks to Plumlee. Back to Murray. Six to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second-chance opportunities.
Now, here's Stevenson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Stevenson's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Beasley finds Plumlee. Back to Beasley. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for him.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
There's the pass to McGee. Back to Stevenson. Here's the teardrop. And it's good, 2 points. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will. Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Millsap passes to Craig. Kicks it to Murray. Pass to Craig. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Now, here's Stevenson. 8 points for him. McGee bounce pass. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 12. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Lyles checked in for Denver. Hernan Gomez comes in for Paul Millsap. And the Lakers also making a change. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Pass to Craig. Shoots over Ingram. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now here's Murray. He's got 16. Beasley outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lyles and too long on the shot. Los Angeles leading by 14. And it's Rondo in the corner. It's Ingram on the wing. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Murray. And the pass to Lyles. Kicks it out to Beasley. Offline with his three. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Ingram. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. The Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Off target from the wing. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And it's Ingram missing.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, doesn't matter who you are, the defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Craig kicks to Hernan Gomez. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. For 3, Murray. Beasley with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 16. The shot. Rondo, good. Rondo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep.
Now here's Murray. He's got 16. Trying to end the drought, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries, Kevin.
It's Beasley on the wing. Hernan Gomez covering. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic has checked in for Denver. The Lakers also with a sub. James has checked in. 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Buried from 15 feet out. LeBron's got 28. Here's Murray. He's got 18. To the wing right side. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Ingram. 11 points in the game. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
Murray with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Three-pointer, Barton gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barton's got 10 points.
You know, he's really an average shooter from distance, so you want to see Barton keep on knocking these shots down.
And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
I got it. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Harris and Hernan Gomez are on the perimeter. Jokic is out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Barton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Barton. Jokic high post. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Here's Barton. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Here's Ball. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's Jokic, and it's in there.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end, and LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Barton kicks to Lyles. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Juan Hernangomez.
Jamal Murray.
Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. McGee with the block.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
So we can't get either to fall.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
And the dunk by Lyles.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
Down low, here's James, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shoots over Barton. Again, Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles leading by 19. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in.
For your Nuggets, Paul Millsap.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Barton. To the middle. Stolen by McGee. Pass break. The Lakers. Here's Hart. That shot off. Good work defensively by Millsap. Harris passes to Murray. Good D by LeBron.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Harris. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
Terrific instincts on defense. Harris has a good nose for the ball and when to go after steals.
Right wing. Kuzma inside. Millsap on him. Kuzma, that's good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Millsap's against Kuzma. Millsap dishes to Harris. And it falls over the rim and in.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
Ball kicks to Hart. Passes to James. And it's Ball in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Murray against Ball from 12 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 20 points for Jamal Murray.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Murray against Ball. Murray kicks to Jokic. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
The first one falls. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that thought. Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Now here's Murray. Feeds it to Millsap. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. And Kuzma slams it in.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
Jokic finds Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Murray. Sweet little floater. Murray's got 22.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The pass to Kuzma. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
You know, there's always this debate, Clark. Could the best teams 20 years ago beat the best teams of today?
I think there would be some compelling matchups, and I think you would find winners on both sides from different eras. I really do. It's hard to compare just because of the difference in eras and periods, but really good championship teams typically could handle most teams in the current era. I believe that in all sports. So compelling matchups, and I do think some teams from a couple of decades ago could handle some of the teams that we see winning championships now.
At the line for the Lakers, Moritz Wagner. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. Now here's Murray. Down low, stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Pass to Wagner. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
Harris dishes to Millsap. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
Here's Jokic following the three by the Lakers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And so here's Denver after the basket by the Lakers. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Torrey Craig comes in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Lonzo Ball. Here is Plumlee. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Suns, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Here's Morris. Following the basket by Lance Stephenson. For three, Harris. The Lakers with the rebound.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Now, here's Jokic. Inside, and stolen by Kuzma. And here is LeBron. With the floater. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Harris passes to Morris. Over Rondo. And again, Denver no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Stevenson. Pass to James. Unloads. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip. And given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Boy, that was a terrific performance on offense. He was out of his mind. I mean, scored in so many different ways tonight.
Nikola Jokic. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Nikola Jokic, boy, the addition of that 3-point shot, Clark, has really opened up things for his offense.
Without question, Kevin. Already a great passer. Now that he can stretch the defense, the passing lanes become wider for him. Also, the driving lanes open up for his teammates. So very difficult to take away everything when Jokic is knocking down perimeter shots. And, you know, for Nikola Jokic, I mean, the team is relying on him more and more now, and he's earned that kind of trust, and expectations are big every night. One thing he's got to get better at, though, is not getting down on himself when he makes mistakes. He's got to stay positive.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Morris outside. Poked away. Here's Plumlee. Missed. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.